Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It's Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern Time Zone of the USA. It's time for Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. I'm Tim, K3LR. Along with me today is Jeff, KB8ZWT, and we are staying safe. And Jeff has been manning the phones, and I've been trying to stay out of his way and make sure that he's got everything he needs. How are you doing today, Jeff? And are the phones ringing?
Yeah, the phones are ringing. People are asking about getting their license. That seems to be one of the bigger calls right now. While I'm answering the phones, I've got the radios on in the background, listening to e-cars right now, and our local repeater. Very
good. Well, there is certainly a lot of activity on the air caused by the pandemic and the fact that there are more and more hams now getting licensed and getting on the air as well. So I want to talk about several things today with you, Jeff, and we'll share my screen here, and just let me know when you see it.
All right, it's coming up now. There it is.
Okay, great. This past weekend, as many of you know, we held the first ever Propagation Summit, and was brought to the airwaves by Contest University. And the Propagation Summit had 4 excellent talks. And you can go to the contestuniversity.com webpage and just click on videos. And here is the YouTube link for the full 4 hours, or you can watch just any one of the presentations that were given. And also Contest University 2020 is up there, as well as many other of the Contest Universities. Or if you want to download the files, the files are available for downloading, so that these are the slide decks that the presenters used. And so you can show this to your clubs, you can show it to your friends, or add your own stuff to it as well. But all these presentations are up here on the Contest University website, and the videos as well. So even if you didn't attend, you can attend anytime by going and Jeff, you've been selling any of the IC705s?
Absolutely. That's been a hot item. A lot of the people. I had a guy the other day call. He's a hunter, and they set up for a couple of weeks. They're out in the wilderness, and that's their only communication. He is a ham, but he just bought a 7500 for that.
Well, we gave away an IC
705, I should say.
Yeah. 705. We gave away an IC 705 at the end of the Propagation Summit, and the winner was Doug, November 8 Zulu Victor Tango. So Doug should have his new 705 here either today or tomorrow, because I do believe it was shipped out yesterday. Also coming up this weekend, Jeff, is the Winter Field Day. Have you heard anybody planning to operate in the Winter Field Day?
Yeah, they're calling and asking what might be the best dipoles for that when they're out and about. End fed, off center fed, different things like that. A lot of people asking about the M-Pass antenna. But yeah, a lot of questions on dipoles for that.
For Winter Field Day. And of course, that's winterfieldday.com is where you can get the rules and locator map, etc., all the things associated with Winter Field Day. And, Rick, DJ0IP, is a really informative guy. He's got a great website, and it's just dj0ip.de. Rick lived here in the United States for quite a while. I used to have lunch with him periodically. So one of the things about the off-center fed dipole, also known as the Wyndham, and so here you are, Jeff. Here's a typical dipole that is actually, this is a longer dipole than normal. This is 1 wavelength long, but when you do the off-center fed, you're actually just moving the feed point to a better matching point. And so one of the things you can do is also feed it with coax and get a good match all the way around. I thought maybe he would have some of the so here's an 80-meter off-center fed dipole that is used on 7 bands. And you can see that the SWR on the off-center fed actually goes down in the harmonically related areas, depending upon where you actually shift things. So you can, achieve fairly low SWR, below 2 to 1 on many of the amateur radio bands just by shifting that feed point and feeding it with coax.
Right.
And if you don't like the 2 to 1 SWR, you can use a tuner to bring it down, and you're not going to give away much in loss or performance. So it's pretty impressive what you can do with the off-center fed. But of course, a standard half-wave dipole, like about 130 feet long, fed with open wire, is very, very efficient, and you can tune it on any frequency you like. And so, Jeff, you were talking about getting licensed or even upgrading, and this is where Ham Nation is now. It's on the Ham Radio Crash Course site, and this is YouTube, Ham Radio Crash Course. He's got a lot of followers. Look at that, 180,000, almost 180,000.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of good videos too.
A lot of good videos, and here you have. This was last week's show explaining Solar Cycle 25, and Val had on Carl K9LA, who was one of the presenters Saturday during the Propagation Summit. But he's got tremendous videos here, Jeff.
Yeah, he does.
Really, you could just spend hours, and whether it's setting up a station or talking about the best HT to buy. What about family radio service, the FRS? So he's got a lot of topics and his video production is outstanding.
It is. It's amazing. Yeah, he does some stuff on Parks on Air too. Some videos on those.
So really, really good. Our viewers out there, take a look at that. And then while I've got the screen here, wanted to talk about our blog On All Bands, which continues to get better and better and better, and more information, lots of articles up here, and great tech product reviews, and of course the video series that KX9X did about getting going on the satellites. So lots of here's tips for installing wire antennas and verticals, and just lots of information up here. So check it out, onallbands.com. Always a good place. And want to see who else is on with us today. Well, we got a lot of activity going on in the chat. From Pittsburgh, it's Kilo Charlie 3 Delta Lima Lima. And Dino liked the Propagation Summit on Saturday, KL0S. And our friend Herm, Whiskey Charlie 8 Hotel. And Dawn, Whiskey Juliet 3 United. And Kilo Oscar 4 Alpha Fox Lima. And from Denmark, it's Oscar Zulu 1 Delta Whiskey X-Ray. And Don said he watched the YouTube video. It was an excellent conference. And Alpha Golf 5 Sierra Papa. And Herm says, I'm an extra class, and in my community, I would like to have a class for getting licensed. I have advertised this, but had no interest. Any ideas how I can get the community interested? Well, it's reaching out to the local clubs, right, Jeff?
Yep. Yeah, definitely reach out to the local clubs, and I'm sure you can get something going.
I would even think, a local newspaper or a community website, if you just did a little ad and said, ham radio class, any interest, give me a call, that kind of thing. And Ryan, KC3DLL, says that 705 looks amazing. And Jeff, so far you haven't fallen to the 705, right?
No, not yet. Still got the 7200 and the 7300. In fact, 7200 running today. That's what I'm been listening on.
Yeah, and before summer, I've got to get a 705. I think that's
Yeah.
that's a great rig. And see, Whiskey 8 Victor India Papa is on from Detroit, and Jeff Whiskey Delta 8 Juliet Mike says, I missed the summit, had to work, catch it later, stay well, and any idea when the showroom will be open again? Well, I'll tell you, it's I would absolutely love to have that showroom open, and Jeff would love to be behind the whole case there and welcoming customers like he did. But right now, it's just not possible. You know, we're doing curbside pickup, and also you can pick up in the store, but you know, with the amount of cleaning that it would take every time somebody touched a radio to keep things safe, you know, we want to make sure that when we open it up, it's we can keep people safe, right, Jeff?
Absolutely. And when you do go inside Summit Racing, reach out to the Summit Racing employees there. Some of them are knowledgeable. If not, they all have my cell phone number, and they do call and send me text messages, and I'll call them back and help you while you're in the store. So you're not forgotten when you're in there. You can still get the help. You have the part numbers and anything, you just go right up to the counter.
Okay, thanks for that, Jeff. And Mark Brown, N4BCD down there in Huntsville, says the Huntsville Club is doing Winter Field Day for the first time. They normally win 4A, but this event will be a lower key. I think there'll be a lot of stations on from home as well. So. And from Ireland, it's Sid, Echo India 3, India Echo Bravo, and Charlie from Germany, Delta Lima 6, Radio Delta Echo, and K Charlie Victor Mike says the Woodchuck ARC will be hosting Winter Field Day at our club location, the Cement Tent, and limited in-person contact. And see Steve KO4 AFL, he'll be out as November 4 Echo Echo for the Winter Field Day. And Kilo Charlie 8 Sierra Uniform Lima, Rick from Beloit, and Sorbello is on, India Tango 9, India Delta Golf, and our friend Bill, W9KKN, CQ160 this weekend. So yes, the CQ Magazine worldwide 160-meter CW contest is this weekend. And Melvin, November Charlie 4 Mike Echo, and K0 Oscar Echo Papa is on from Missouri. And let's see, Ham Nation is my favorite radio show. More people need to watch it. That's Bob, WD8NVN from New Zealand. It's Zulu Lima 1 Radio Alpha Hotel. And the tall guy is checking in with us there, Jeff, K3STL. Oscar Zulu 1 India November Golf from Denmark. November Lima 7 Delta, who's not in Alaska, but he's in Arizona. And let's see, Papa Echo 2 Kilo from the Netherlands. And lots of snow in Iowa. And the CERT organization has provided us with lots of new hams, absolutely. Victor Echo 2 Hotel Victor Alpha. And Aaron says, what do you think of the ICOM 7300? I think it's great. I mean, Jeff, you've got one back there.
I've got one back here, and I'm telling you, it's a very nice radio. Easy, very easy to run. And one of the things I highly recommend with that is the radio to guide for the ICOM 7300. I try to tell everybody when they buy that radio to pick up one of these, and it goes through that radio completely with settings and other things, and that's a good book to have with that.
Well, that yeah, you cannot beat the price, Aaron, and the performance. It's an SDR. The receiver's fabulous. Works 6 meters. You know, works 160 meters, and it just the touch screen is amazing. And
if you have any questions, give me a call in about an hour when I get back from lunch. More than happy to help you out.
Yep, Aaron, don't be shy. Give Jeff a call, and he can walk you through it. But great radio.
Yeah.
And Doug says, I need some help in changing my address on my license with the FCC, trying to call them, no luck. Doug, I would suggest you call the American Radio Relay League. They will help you out. That's no problem at all. Or maybe even a club member, you can get on the website, and it doesn't take any time at all, and you can get your address changed. And that's Kilo Delta 9 Juliet Tango Tango. And from Nova Scotia, it's Victor Echo 1 Victor Oscar X-Ray. And boy, it's got Canadians coming out here. We Ontario, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Bravo Mike. And so that lots going on. You know, Jeff, every day I like to go to the ARRL.org homepage every morning just to see what's going on in ham radio. You know,
a lot of information.
They keep up with it, and of course dxengineering.com, because we're always adding new products every day. You know, so there's no way we could fit all the products that we have into that catalog. No. You know, as cool as the catalog is, but Nicole and Melanie have been adding, you know, dozens of new parts every day.
Every day, yeah.
It's tough to keep track of it all. So, but I know, you know, we're still selling the license manuals to people so they can read the book. But there are so many good online systems now.
Absolutely.
You know, so those online help. The Ham Radio Crash Course and other websites are really, really good for that. Yeah, the Whiskey Juliet 3 United said you can make changes online with the FCC. So yeah, I'm sure, Doug, the ARRL will help you out. So that's what they're there for. They answer a lot of questions. You know, did you have anybody else making any antennas or any mobile installations going on, Jeff?
No, we got one gentleman. I can't think of what his call is now. He's local here in Ohio, and he's a newer ham, just got his tech in general. And I like talking to him because he wants to try things. He wants to build antennas. He wants to experiment with stuff. And that's what ham radio is about. Get on the air, make things, play with things, and, you know, learn.
Yeah, boy, that's for sure. And, you know, I learn something new every day about this hobby, and there's just so much to take in and so much fun to have.
Absolutely.
So, but we'll be back on Thursday for another edition of the Manufacturers Showcase. And of course, the weekend special will be on Friday afternoon as well. So, Jeff, have a great week, and get going to lunch, and then get back on the phones and take care of our customers.
Thank you. You take care.
All right. 73 from DX Engineering.